Hello there, welcome to another video. Let's talk about healing your inner child while you're still broke. Now, you've probably seen the I'm healing my inner child captions with posts of girlies getting themselves flowers, taking themselves on solo dates, and you're like, yeah, I deserve that too. Then you check your account balance and suddenly it's not your inner child healing anymore. It's kind of let's be strong, maybe not today. You're trying to heal your inner child, but your outer child is struggling. You didn't get a soft childhood, and your adulthood is not trying to catch a break. It's honestly the absolute ghetto. But what do you do when you can't afford therapy sessions? What do you do when you can't afford solo dates at cute cafes? Because, truth be told, coffee is not cheap, okay? What do you do when you can't afford expensive skincare routines? Or rather, how do you heal when you learn to survive instead of just to live? You've got responsibilities you never asked for. When rest is not in your vocabulary, but you're on a budget and still living in survival mode. Well, Sam, even if your bank account is whispering, your mouth should be loud. Hear that inner voice that used to tear you down like you're literally reparenting yourself all over again, but this time in real time. Don't be your biggest hater. Don't do yourself any more damage. What your inner child needs is more support than criticism. Because back then, no one hyped you the way you deserved. Oh, there's something about speaking kindly to yourself that creates an emotional safety space. Or you want your inner child to feel like, even if the world was harsh back then, you still got you. Truth be told, no one will consistently validate you the way you need. So once you master speaking kindly to yourself in your lowest moments, no external validation will ever control how you see yourself. Honestly, it really doesn't have to be luxurious. Take a moment and think what brought joy back then. Watching cartoons while eating snacks, buying small treats and feeling rich for a second. For example, I recently bought colors and coloring books and I just color my stress away. At least twice a week because nobody said you're too grown to enjoy life. Just convince yourself that you're too grown for that. And because we're on a budget, you don't have to buy anything. Some joy is meant to be quiet and unseen, like sitting in the sun for 5 minutes, taking a slow shower, going for a walk. Your inner child does not care about aesthetics, it cares about how you feel. Give yourself tiny rewards for existing. Remove the notion of you only receive love when you achieve something. You have to stop delaying joy until quote unquote things get better. And honestly, the more you allow yourself to feel joy in small ways, the less empty you feel waiting for big things. A lot of us grew up in environments where rest was either judged or misunderstood. Like, why are we just sitting there doing nothing? You know, for example, how I grew up, if you missed school because you were sick and you accidentally laugh or finish a plate of food, you're not considered sick anymore. It's like sick people are not supposed to laugh, they're not supposed to finish their plate of food. Like, tell me you grew up in an African home without telling me you grew up in an African home. Literally, if you know, you know. Start and learning the you must and rest mentality. A lot of people treat rest like a transaction. You worked hard, so now you deserve rest. As much as that might be true, it's also a mindset that ties your worth to how much you produce. You open your phone and suddenly healing looks like Pilates in matching sets, therapy sessions followed by brunch dates. Personally, I don't think there is nothing wrong with that if you can afford it. But remember, we're on a budget here, okay? So stop comparing real life to curated healing. We have to be honest with ourselves and accept that some people's healing journeys are funded. Healing back then used to be something personal, messy at the same time, but still quiet. Most importantly, it was real. It wasn't meant to look like a highlight reel. Oh, buzz. No pun intended, I promise. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not supposed to look like something so perfect. Well, there comes a time in healing where you realize no one is coming back to fix what happened, and you just have to do it yourself. And to be quite frank, a lot of childhood wounds come from no sense of safety, inconsistency, no routine, you know. So now what you're left with is comforting yourself instead of abandoning yourself. And that may look like letting yourself cry without judgment, not forcing yourself to stay in draining spaces, saying no without over explaining yourself. You get where I'm going with this? Because some of us grew up in environments where no one protected our peace. And at some point, we have to put our big girl panties on and stop expecting others to heal what they did not break. Yeah, I know I might have hit the bull's eye on this one, but what people can do is support you but can't replace the role you now have to play in your own life. When you start showing up for yourself consistently, you stop depending on people to quote unquote complete you. All in all, trying to heal childhood wounds and not able to afford therapy, trying to go on solo dates and rent still due is the absolute gator combo. You know, it's not cute, it's not easy, it's absolutely frustrating and messy. But one thing I learned about the word messy is that construction sites can be messy, but at the end of a certain period, they get beautiful and ready to be settled in. And I get it, having to heal old wounds in environments where praises were rare, mistakes were allowed, affection was out of the picture, and now that you're grown and you're still living in survival mode, there is nothing easier than that. But finding joy and healing does not have to be that deep. It may look like rewatching your comfort show, sitting outside and just feeling the breeze, eating your favorite snack slowly. You know, don't get me wrong, we are not pretending like life is perfect. We're just choosing to notice the calm moments, the small wins, the little things that make you smile. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be deep conversations and crying sessions. Listen now, stay with me. The deep conversations and crying sessions are great as well. All I'm saying is sometimes it's literally laughing at something silly, enjoying your food, letting yourself feel light. It's choosing peace when you're still surrounded by chaos. Learning to love yourself with nothing but your voice. And that's just you breaking cycles that were never meant to be yours to carry in the first place. And this, my loves, brings me to the end. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next one.